Good evening, guys. Today is 1st September 2018 and this is Daily Current Affairs brought to you by Ekam IAS. And our topics are blue economy, clean meat or synthetic meat, the great dyeing and international Ayurveda conference, and on MapAided program we have Maldives and PQRS, that is previous question revision series. And the first topic is blue economy. We know that this is related with ocean. Let's check what is blue economy. Blue economy aims for the improvement of human well-being and social equity while reducing the environmental risks. The key elements of blue economy are optimum and efficient utilization of resources, sustainable, inclusive and environment-friendly development, exploitation of opportunities in the various marine industries, and exploitation of opportunities in the marine industry such as shipbuilding, transport, fisheries, offshore oil and gas sectors. And blue economy is one of the part of sustainable development goals. It is the goal 14 of sustainable development goal of UN, that is SDG 14. And there is another term which can correlate with the blue economy is, or it is similar to blue economy, is the mountain economy. Mountain economy is based on the conservation of mountain ecosystems in order to support the sustainable development. Why these terms are in use? Because recently in the BIMSTEC summit declaration which was held in the Kathmandu, both these terms were mentioned, blue economy and mountain economy. And our next topic is clean meat. Clean meat is simply nothing but synthetic meat, or we could say is cultured meat. We have another opportunity to produce meat other than slaughtering animals. This clean meat or synthetic meat has grown in vitro animal cell culture. It is a form of cellular agriculture in which we use stem cells. Stem cells are used to produce meat in the lab. Actually, stem cells are mother cells or a kind of cell which present in all organisms. And this stem cell have a special feature that it has the potential to become any kind of cell in the body. When we compare with other cells, in the case of nerve cell, it could only produce nerve. In the case of blood cell, it could only produce blood. But in the case of a stem cell can become any type of cell in the body. So by using the stem cell, we can produce the clean meat. And the stem cells are allowed to grow in the lab, and by feeding nutrients like salt, sugar and proteins, we can grow it in the lab. And the stem cells divide naturally like the cell divides and it multiplies. I already told you we need to feed nutrients to this cell in the lab such as salt, sugar and proteins. We have to take these nutrients from the serum, and which is an extraction of the animal blood. By this technology, we can use synthetic meat instead of slaughtered animals' meat. So, clean meat is an innovation, and recently the Women's and Child Development Minister made a strong suggestion to change slaughtering into the cellular agriculture. And our next news is about the great dyeing. A recent study published in the journal Nature Geoscience found that the ozone layer depletion may have contributed to the largest mass extinction ever on the earth. And this great dyeing or largest mass extinction happened 252 million years ago. And it is also termed as the N-Permian extinction or Great Permian extinction. In that great dyeing or extinction, almost 96% of the marine species and 70% of the terrestrial vertebrae has gone or wiped out from the earth. And another feature of this great dyeing or N-Permian extinction is that it is the only non-mass extinction of insects. In other extinctions, the insects were not extincted, but in the great dyeing, it is the only non-mass extinction of the insects other than these marine species and terrestrial vertebrae. And I already told it happened 252 million years ago. The recovery took up almost 10 million years because such a high scale of biodiversity loss happened because this great extinction or great dye. And our next news is International Ayurveda Congress. Recently, the Ayush Minister inaugurated the 4th International Ayurveda Congress at Leiden, Netherlands. And the Congress aims to establish that Ayurveda as the most ancient and scientific and also holistic health system, which is capable of leading the world towards a disease-free society. Ayurveda is our science. We need to prove that it is the most ancient and scientific holistic health system to the world. That's why we are conducting these kind of international Ayurveda congresses, and the 4th edition was conducted in the Netherlands. And this Ayurveda Congress was a joint effort of the mainly 3 organizations, that are International Maharishi Ayurveda Foundation of Netherlands and All India Ayurvedic Congress of New Delhi and the International Academy of Ayurveda, Pune. And on map-aided program, we have Maldives, India, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Maldives is a group of islands which is located in the Indian Ocean. In particularly, we could say it is in the Arabian Sea. And it is a South Asian sovereign state which is located to the southwest of India and Sri Lanka. You can see it is in the southwest of India and Sri Lanka. And this is in news because a recent political tensions were happening in the Maldives. Maldives declared recently a state emergency. Or the recent President Abdullah Yameen imprisoned the Chief Justice and President of Maldives. And also in Maldives is moving away from India. We were close friends earlier, but China has started a military base, not recently. China had started a military base, Marao Atoll, which is the strong military base of China as part of the String of Pearl venture of China. And because of the political tensions and other facts, India recently barred a Maldivian MP from entering India. And this is regarding Maldives. Maldives, you can see it here, Maldives is in the Indian Ocean. It is part of the Arabian Sea and it is located in the southwest of India as well as Sri Lanka. And on PQRS, that is previous question revision series, we have a question from 2015 prelims. India is a member of which of the following? First one, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, and second one, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that is ASEAN, and third, East Asia Summit. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A, 1, 2 only. Option B, 3 only. Option C, 1, 2 and 3. D, India is a member of none of them. So, let's go to the question. Let's go to the, specifically go to the options. India, we know India is not a member of APEC and India is not a member of ASEAN, which is the second option. India is not a member of ASEAN. But when it comes to ASEAN plus 6, we are a part of ASEAN plus 6 with these 5 countries: Australia, China, Japan, New Zealand and South Korea. But we are not members of ASEAN. And the third option is East Asia Summit. Yes, India is a member of East Asia Summit. So, the statements 1 and 2 are wrong and only 3, that is option B. So, answer is option B. Thank you so much for watching. For getting detailed explanation about these news, you can download the material which is provided in the description section. Thank you so much. Good night.